Season in North Carolina. Did you know the average wedding cost nearly $34,000 last year? That's according to the Knot. Financial professional Charlie Bowers is here to show us ways to cut costs and pay for that wedding. Charlie, thanks for being here.
Good to be here.
You just had a daughter get married. Congratulations.
I did, thank you.
But you know the sticker shock of what a wedding costs.
That's one of the first things you think about, other than the wedding itself, is how much is it going to cost?
Yeah.
And it really can be expensive.
And it's an emotional purchase for a lot of people, and that can kind of get
It really
a little
is.
hairy.
That's why it's so important to know where the money's coming from. Is the couple going to pay for it themselves, or either sets of the parents? Then once you know what the money is, where it's coming from, you can have a budget, and that's so important.
And what are some things that couples can do, before, say they've gotten engaged, they have all these ideas, but when you actually put pen to paper, what should they be doing?
There's a handful of things that are really important, because you don't want to go over the budget. It's who are you going to invite? That's a huge and important number. Is it too many? But to make that cutoff, I'm going to invite them or I'm not going to invite them, is so hard. So you got to think about, am I going to hurt feelings, or how much is it going to cost me?
Because every head has a dollar figure associated with it, regardless of where you're doing the wedding, when you boil it down.
And we were talking about this earlier, that when people don't show up, at $100 a head, that kind of hurts a little bit. It stings.
Yeah, or if they don't RSVP and then they show up.
It's more aggravation.
That one too.
And there's enough stresses associated with a wedding to not have to worry with something like that.
So say couples get money as a wedding gift. What should they be doing with that?
Well, if you happen to blow past your budget, I would suggest maybe paying off some of that debt. You don't want to go into a married life together with a lot of debt. Or if you do have money left over, how about putting money in that emergency savings fund? Because
something's will come up, or maybe you want to invest and buy a house. There's always some kind of expense that comes up there. And how important is it to have the conversations about the budget and just be open about that?
It's really
every family's
important.
Different.
And let me say, there's one thing that makes a lot of sense. You've got different elements in a wedding. Decide what's more important to you and put more money toward that. For instance, my daughter and son-in-law said, a great DJ is so important to me, and that was so much more important than flowers. So it's just a trade-off on what's more important to you.
And be willing to be flexible and make some compromises.
Exactly.
And
you're getting married, you better learn to make compromises.
Exactly. And when it comes to gift giving, what's acceptable?
The great thing about today is they have the bridal registries where you can go on and say, oh, this is what they want, this is what they already have, and you can pick something out from that. So knowing what they want is huge. But, cash is becoming a bigger and bigger acceptable gift these days, especially for couples getting married later in life, because they probably have two stocked households already. And what kind of gift do you need?
All of that stuff. Charlie Bowers, thanks so much for being here with us. Bottom line, don't go into debt.
Don't go into debt.
To celebrate what's supposed to be the happiest day of your life.
Exactly.
All right, stay with us. We will be right back with more Good Day Charlotte.